Greetings from Kenwell. Today is Sunday, January 12, 2025. This week I've started my new course on the book of Revelation. I'm very much looking forward to learning from my professor, Dr. Cynthia Long Westphal. I've had one course from her before, and she is an excellent professor and teacher, and she loves the Lord Jesus Christ with her whole heart. Each week of the semester, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've learned. Revelation is one of the most fascinating books in the Bible. It would make an excellent action movie as it has so many fascinating characters, like the woman and the great red dragon, a beast from the sea and a beast from the land. And then you have a multitude of angels doing incredible things, along with this picture you see here of four beings taking the form of a lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle. I love to say, what an incredible cast of characters. This is indeed one of the most exciting books that you will ever read. And not only that, look at what Revelation 1 verse 3 says. Blessed is the one who reads and those who hear the words of this prophecy and heed the things which are written in it, for the time is near. Here God is telling you that you will receive a special blessing if you listen and take heart to what he says. The book of Revelation was written in a cave on the island of Patmos in Greece by John the Apostle of Jesus Christ, somewhere around 90 AD, when John was a very old man. John was exiled there by the Roman government because he kept proclaiming the gospel, and basically they did not like that at all. The picture to my right, it shows what the cave looks like now. As you can see, the Greek Orthodox Church has made it into a shrine. And back then, in New Testament times, Patmos was a destination for criminals and political prisoners. Convicts, they were allowed to roam the island freely, but they had to provide for their own food and shelter, but they were guarded by Roman soldiers against leaving. Most of the people, they died from either exposure, attacks from other convicts, or starvation. Tradition tells us that John, he received help from his friends at Ephesus, and they sent food and all sorts of other supplies for him. Otherwise, he would not have survived. The book of Revelation is actually a letter that was written to 7 churches. On my right, you can see where the 7 churches were located. Here, we have the church of Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Smyrna, Philadelphia, Ephesus, and Laodicea. The purpose of this letter is to comfort beleaguered Christians as they underwent persecution at the hands of the Emperor Domitian. It was also written to encourage and admonish the church to be steadfast and endure through these trying times. The letter also gives us a warning that in the future, the world we know will surely end and judgment will be certain. Revelation tells us that one day there is going to be a great tribulation on the earth. To my right is a picture of the timeline of the tribulation. The Bible never tells us specifically when the rapture of the saints will happen. Scholars like David Jeremiah believe that the rapture is going to happen at the very beginning of the tribulation, and the rapture will set in place all the events that are going to happen. I love to say, over the years, I have said to many people, if you really want to know what a Christian is like and how deep his faith is, let him go through the entire tribulation. Anyways, the tribulation is broken into 2 halves. The first 3.5 years and the second 3.5 years. During the first 3.5 years, there will be a world leader who will arise. And he will be the most prominent leader on the earth during this time. And we all know this leader as the Antichrist. When he comes, he will seem to accomplish on the earth which no other leader has ever been able to do, and that is to bring peace to the world and Israel. And he will sign a peace treaty with Israel. However, it will only last 3.5 years, because at that point, the 3.5 years, he will break the treaty. Then for the next 3.5 years, basically, I love to say, all hell is going to break loose, as the earth is going to be plagued with natural disasters, famine, and wars like we have never seen before. And the Bible tells us, if not for the return of Jesus Christ at the end of the Great Tribulation, all life on earth would cease. Then Jesus will return to rule the earth forever. Obviously there are a lot more details, and for these I will cover in future videos. If any of you thinks that the events in Revelations are just fairy tales, remember that throughout history it has been shown time and time again that whatever God says indeed comes true. You gotta admit, this is all fascinating stuff. Until next time, may the good Lord be with you.